Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. I have another what sold video for last week's sales on eBay and Poshmark. If you're new here, I'm a reseller. My name's Kaylee. I go to thrift stores and I'm usually purchasing clothing and shoes and reselling them on eBay and Poshmark for a profit. If you're not already subscribed and you like reseller content, or if you're new to reselling and want to learn and get notified when I upload new videos, then click on the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell. I've also recently opened up Instagram again, and I'm going to be posting reseller content on there, like awesome finds and just a little bit about my day-to-day life, some tips and tricks. So if you're interested in joining me on Instagram, you can do that as well. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, I completely forgot that I sold something on Mercari, and it was my very first sale on Mercari. I've been using List Perfectly to cross-post items, and I'm not intending to be on all platforms seriously, but I just wanted to try out all platforms and kind of like sell one thing on each platform to see if I liked it, if the shipping was okay, just the process overall. So I'm trying a lot of different platforms right now just to see what I feel comfortable with and what I'm going to stick with. Currently, eBay and Poshmark are still like my main, and even Poshmark, I don't even have all my items cross-posted, but it is my intention to get them all cross-posted onto Poshmark before cross-posting everything onto another one. But just testing the waters, I did sell something on Mercari, so that was exciting. I think I sold this item a little lower than I should have because I just got excited to sell something and to see what the process was. So I think I accepted an offer lower than I should have. So I'm going to show you Mercari first before I forget that again, because I did want to include that in my sales. So again, these sales are from last week, a Sunday through a Saturday, February 2nd through the 8th. So I sold these pair of Allbirds sneakers, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to get it to like take away the block across the screen, but I'm doing my best to show you the item. So I think these were the first pair of Allbirds that I found. I saw them at a distance and thought that they might be Allbirds and picked them up and was pleasantly surprised that they were. They were in decent condition. I had them listed for like $39, I think, and I accepted an offer of $30. I paid $4.99 for these. Okay, starting on eBay, I sold a total of 30 items for a gross total of $1,078.52. And this made my average sale price between the items $35.95. That's average for me. I think that's typically where I'm at. And my total cost of goods for everything on eBay was $141.50. So jumping right in, because I do have 30 items to go through, I'm going to try to move quickly. These are a pair of Gap women's girlfriend chino shorts. If you watch my bins haul, this is an item that I picked up from the bins. I'm glad that it sold quickly, but in hindsight, I wouldn't pick up an item like this again because I did have to sell it very low to get it to move. So I had this listed for $15 with free shipping, and I paid probably $1, a little less for it, and it sold at full price. These are a pair of Skechers Go-Go Mat boots. I just thought that they were kind of unique. Some styles in Skechers do well. This one, if you come across them, I would say pick up. This was a pretty quick flip for me. I did pay a little up for these. I paid $5.99, and I had them listed for $29.99. They did not sit long, and they sold at full price. Pair of Banana Republic men's vintage straight jeans. If you watch any of my videos, you know that I like picking up men's jeans, and if I see a style name on the inside, which most men's jeans do have the style number or name on the inside of the waistband, I will comp that item. Men's jeans do very well for me. I picked up these pair of Banana Republic jeans in the vintage straight fit style at a thrift store for $3.50. I had them listed for $34.99, and they did sell at full price. This is a sweater by Izod Lacoste. This brand for me is just really not moving quickly, so I'm probably going to stop picking it up. I already have stopped picking it up quite a bit. In the past, it's done well for me. Here it is. This is a vintage tag. So because I had had luck with it before, I picked it up for $2.50 at a thrift store, had it priced at $22 with free shipping, and it did sell at full price. This is a Nautica men's hoodie that I've had for a little while. I actually picked this up to crop and wear myself, but after trying it on before cropping, it did not, like, it was way too tight in the neck. Everything else fit, but the neck was way too tight. So I ended up not cropping it and listing it for sale. So I have been sitting on this for a while. I paid $2 for it. I had it listed at $19.99 and it did sell at full price. I picked this North Face jacket up for $7.50 at a thrift store. One of my listers that priced this item when they were making the draft, I have them go ahead and price the items, and then I just kind of review it and make adjustments if necessary. They did not look up the style number on the inside, and they priced this just by searching like insulated jackets on eBay and looking at sold comps. They priced it at, I think, $40. I went back and looked up the style name on Google from the numbers on the inside. So if you look at this picture here, the CUP7 is the style number. So what I did is I went on to Google and I typed in the North Face CUP7 and hit enter, and the style name information came up. So this is called the Plasma Thermoball Jacket. And with North Face items, you definitely want to look up the style name and put it in your title, because there are people looking for those particular items. I think when I looked this up, it did come up on North Face's website, but obviously they were sold out. They no longer sold it. I think it retailed for like $280. So I looked up sold comps for this item. Most of them were new, and they were going, I think, around like $150 to $200 new sold. And there wasn't a whole lot for pre-owned. So I priced mine at $125 and had best offer. I immediately got an offer for $100. Probably could have held out for a little bit more, but I thought that that was a pretty fair offer, and I only paid $7.50 for it. So I went ahead and accepted the offer. Been sitting on this hat for a little while. I don't pick up a lot of hats. I do look occasionally, but it's not something I'm very familiar with. Picked this up quite a while ago. This is just an MMA Elite hat. Typically with this style, I'll do a comp if I see it, because this like affliction style patterns and stuff do really well for me. So I picked this one up for $5 at a thrift store. Had it listed for $19.99. It did sell at full price. Not a huge flip, but for something lightweight and hardly taking up any storage, I was happy with that. These are a pair of Old Navy Active women's leggings, size medium petite. I picked these up for $4.99 at a thrift store. I picked them up because I knew they'd be a quick flip, even though they weren't going to go for a whole lot. I had them priced at $15, but I sent out offers to watchers for a percentage off, and someone accepted $13.50. So I didn't make a whole lot of money off that, but I also didn't sit on this item for hardly any time. This was another recent bins pickup for my most recent bins haul. This is an American Eagle women's soft and sexy plush sweater top. So I really like picking up the soft and sexy line in American Eagle. It seems to have a following and a really good sell-through rate. I can usually get between $15 and $20 as long as the piece is somewhat unique. This one was just unique because it was not only soft and sexy, but also plush. So I made sure to do my comps on that, priced it fairly. So I had it priced at $15. Buyer did pay shipping. I paid $1 or a little less for it. Quick flip. This I've been sitting on for a little while. I picked it up originally just because the style was really cute. It's just Forever 21, but the bohemian vibes I just thought were too adorable to pass. So I paid $1.99 for this at a thrift store, and it sold for full price at $14.99. I picked up these pair of Adriana Goldschmied boyfriend crop jeans, and I paid $4.99 for them at a thrift store. Now, I will say sometimes people see Adriana Goldschmied and they just pick them up no matter what. For me, I really need to look up the style name on the inside of the waistband, especially for women's jeans, because they don't all have a great sell-through rate. This one had a decent sell-through rate, so I did pick this one up for $4.99, and I had it priced at $47.99 with free shipping. So I just included my shipping in that. I'm doing a little bit of an experiment, trying to decide if I want to do free shipping or not. So I included free shipping, and I sent out offers to watchers. Someone accepted an offer of $43.19, and again, they did get free shipping on that. So I still made a good profit, even offering free shipping and the discount to the buyer. Goose down insulated parka jacket. Whenever I see anything that's goose down, I'm looking it up. One thing to look for is to open up the inside and make sure there are no rips in like the armpit area, anything like that. It is normal to see a little bit of feather poking through, which you can see here. As long as it's just poking through like a seam and it's just poking through the fabric and it's not an actual hole, that's fine. That's normal for down items. So I picked this one up for $12.50 at a thrift store because I knew that it was a quality item. It was also a good size. It was a men's extra large. I did not sit for very long on this item. Pretty much as soon as I listed it, it sold within a couple of days. I had it listed for $89.99. I received an offer of $70, which I thought was fair, so I accepted it, and the buyer did pay shipping. This was something I picked up a while back solely based off the style. Deep pile is really in right now. I don't really like picking up vests, but this one just spoke to me because I thought it was in really great condition, an excellent style, a desirable brand, so I took a chance on it. This is by Abercrombie and Fitch, and it is a deep pile vest in gray. I don't know, I just like the style. I paid a little bit up for this too. I paid $7.50 for it, and I had it priced at $35. I sent out offers to watchers, and someone accepted an offer of $31.50. This is an item I've sat on for a very long time. I, in the past, was just picking up like anything that looked like vintage Nike. Now I wouldn't pick something like this up because it doesn't have any branding on the front. I think Nike is really important to have the branding or a Nike check or something on it nowadays. So I think I paid $4 at a thrift store for this. Not really even in the best condition. Learn from me. There's a little bit of branding on the sleeve, but nothing spectacular. It's Nike Golf. Again, I think I paid $4 for it. I had it listed at $19.99. Someone sent me an offer for $17.99, which was more than fair, so I accepted. This I've also been sitting on for a little while. I paid $5 at a thrift store. These are men's sleep. You can even see in the title here that I did not spell the word vintage right, so I don't know how we missed that E, but that's probably why these were sitting so long. So because they were sitting for so long, I had them listed at $19.99. Someone sent me an offer for $12.60, and I went ahead and accepted because they were sitting so long. I just wanted to try and move them, and then afterwards I realized there was poor spelling in the title, so learn from my mistakes. I probably wouldn't pick up Tommy Hilfiger sleepwear anymore. This was an international sale through eBay's global shipping program. I paid $5 for this at a thrift store. Definitely a unique piece. It was ruched and like plain on the back. I mean, there's just a lot of detail on this. It's by Diletta by Anthropologie. Really pretty top. I have been sitting on this for quite some time though, so I had it listed at $29.99. I received an offer of $20 and I went ahead and accepted. Going along with tops around that same time, you can tell from the background where I used to style my items for like a hot minute. I had this listed for $22. Someone sent me an offer for $15, which I accepted to go ahead and move the item. This was just a J. Crew ruffle short sleeve blouse. I definitely would not pay full price for these short sleeve tops anymore. They just do not move quick enough. This next one is a jacket by BCB Max Azria. I believe I picked this up for the bins for like 50 cents, or maybe it was at a clearance sale. I think it was at a clearance sale at a consignment shop that I go to. Nonetheless, I thought it was really cool because of the color. I had a lot of interest on this on both eBay and Poshmark, but nobody was like really biting on it. I think it's a tough sale when a color is this bright, but for 50 cents, I can't beat that. I had it listed for $29.99 and someone sent me an offer for $26.99, which I thought was more than fair, so I accepted. This is something I picked up at the bins. I think I paid less than $1 for this. This is an American Eagle soft and sexy line tank top. I had it priced at $15. No, I didn't. I'm lying to you. I had it priced at $13.50 and it sold at full price, but I did offer free shipping with that. Here's another pair of women's jeans. I paid $4.99 for these at a Goodwill. This is by AYR. I actually believe I picked these jeans up at the same time I picked the Adriana Goldschmied crop jeans you just saw. For some reason, I was having really good luck in the women's jeans section that day. Again, with women's jeans, make sure you're looking up the style, that you're not just picking them up because of the brand. And same thing for men's jeans. You just want to be really careful or else you're going to end up paying quite a bit of money and sitting on items. So I had these listed for $39.99 and they did sell at full price. I had free shipping on these as well, and I did pay $4.99 for these. Here's an item that had a ton of hype on both my eBay and Poshmark. On eBay, I had 19 watchers when this sold, and on Poshmark, I don't know how many likes I had, but it was quite a bit too. I was receiving all kinds of offers for these. I was receiving like $20, $30. Had it listed for $50 with free shipping because I knew that it was like really cool and nobody else had one like it. These like all over prints like this are really popular. This was a Rusty Wallace car shirt, which I think is like somewhat vintage because that car no longer exists or it's not being driven or whatever. So it did have a dating on it. So it was 1997. So definitely vintage, which is why I priced it so high at $50. I held out for my price because I knew that this was a more unique piece. So I sent out offers to my watchers for $45 with free shipping, and somebody finally accepted the offer, and I was happy with that. I thought that that was a fair price for the shirt, so definitely keep an eye out for like NASCAR all over print, and then you want to check like down here for the dating. All right, I have had this Zara dress for probably a year now. It is new with tags. I included a stock image, that way buyers could see how it fit and a little bit of the side detail. Really cute dress. I probably had it listed too high, to be honest with you. I paid $9.99 for this. Around that time, I was finding other Zara dresses that were more unique and rare, and I was selling them for more, so I got on this kick of buying like all the Zara dresses I could find. This one was not worth as much, so I had this listed at $34.99. I've been sitting on it for quite some time. I sent out offers to watchers for $29 just to move it, and it did sell for $29. So not a lot of profit for the amount of investment I put into it, but I am happy that it finally moved and I get my money back to reinvest into something that moves quicker. Another Zara new item. This one is a faux suede ivory coat. I put bone in there because that's like a popular color that people are looking for, and that's the color of this jacket. It was new with tags. I paid $7.50 for it. Had it listed at $65 with best offer. I have since had regret since picking up a lot of these Zara items because a lot of them are white or off-white, and it's just a really tough sale, and I'm like terrified that I'm gonna find a stain or something on it. So Someone sent me an offer for $40 and I went ahead and accepted just to get out of here, and I'm going to stop picking up white items. This Champion jacket, I paid full price at a Plato's Closet for. They had it for sale for $12. And just with all the hype with Champion stuff, I just thought this was a really cool piece and that it would move quickly. I kind of did my own pricing on this because I didn't see Sherpa jackets like this with Champion, so I priced up a little high and was accepting offers. I had this listed for $50, buyer paying shipping, had a lot of interest on it. I sent an offer out for $45 to my watchers and somebody finally accepted. Been sitting on this for a while. You can see my backdrop is like wrinkly. I must have just gotten my backdrop then, because since then, you know, it's been steamed and the weight of it pulls down and it's all straight now. So it's just funny how old some of these listings are. This is an American Eagle sundress. It's actually really, really cute, but you can't demand a whole lot for an item like this. It's super old. You can tell from the tag. I think, let's see, I picked this up for, I think I paid $5 for it a long time ago, and since then have been reducing the price, and I've added best offer. Had it listed for $19.99. Someone sent me an offer for $10. I said the heck with it, and I'm just gonna get it out of here. This is a Helly Hansen men's jacket. I paid $2.99 for this. Helly Hansen's good to pick up. You just have to be careful that there isn't company branding on it. So like the Helly Hansen brand here is obviously okay, but typically around like the sleeve area or even the chest, a lot of the times there's company embroidered on there, and you just got to really look out for that if that's not something that you want to sell. So I hardly ever find them without branding. This one did not have branding. I had this listed for $39.99. Someone sent me an offer of $30, which I thought was fair, and I went ahead and accepted. This is a Chico's wool duster cardigan. I like picking up Chico's when they are a more modern style or when they're super unique. This one had a little bit of like metallic flex in it. I don't even know how to explain it. Some of the threading, you can't tell from the pictures, but it had like metallic detail. Really pretty. I paid $4.99 at a thrift store. Had it listed for $29.99, and it did sell at full price. And if I remember correctly, this did not take very long to sell. So I had a buyer pick up 2 of these. I'll show you the other one in a minute, but they're the exact same, just different colors. They bought it in a bundle together, so they got basically the same jacket in different colors. So that should tell you that these are pretty popular. This is a Coleman men's Sherpa line flannel like shirt jacket. 2XL is an awesome size, and if you have room in your title, or even if you don't have room in your title and you just put it in the theme, I would definitely make sure to put like work, barn, chore, if you can, into the listing somewhere, because that will help people find this item and you'll be able to market it in a better way. So let's see, I paid $4.99 for each of these. Here's the green one, and as you can see, I put chore and work in this one. Exact same, just a different color. So again, I paid $4.99 for each of these. They each sold, I made a deal with him for $22.49 each, which is an offer I sent out to watchers. So essentially I paid $10 to make about $45. Lastly, on eBay, I picked up these Levi's 501 cuff distress jeans. I paid $1 for these. I can't remember if that was like at the bins or somewhere else. Forgive me, I sell so many items, but I have a note here that I did pay $1 for it. They're just Levi's women's cutoffs. I did include free shipping on the shorts since they are going first class, and just included that in my pricing. So I had these listed for $20 and they did sell at full price. Moving on over to Poshmark, I sold a total of 4 items. I sold these 4 items for a gross total of $398, which you're probably thinking, what? You sold $400 items? No, there's one in here that's really big, and I'll show it to you here in a minute. But because of that item that was such a big sale, it really brought up my average sale price to $99.50, and my total cost of goods for all 4 of those items was $14.97. So first item is this Zara New Attacks handbag. I've had this for a little while, a lot of interest on it, but I've reduced the price because it just wasn't moving. Again, I think it's just because it's like a white item. I don't know. But I had this, I think, listed for like $35, and somebody sent me an offer for $28, so I definitely accepted that. I originally paid $4.99 for this at a thrift store. This is a pair of Madewell jeans. These definitely didn't last long. If you come across women's Madewell jeans, I'd say definitely pick them up. I haven't come across a style yet by Madewell jeans that hasn't flipped quickly for me, but definitely the skinny jeans are probably the best. I had these listed, I think, for $45. Yes, I believe I had it for $45, and someone sent me an offer for $40, which I accepted, and I paid $4.99 for these jeans. This is a sweater by Water Girl, which is by Patagonia, and let me show you the tag here. I had never come across this before. At first I thought it was like a kid's item, but it's just a line from Patagonia that they no longer sell, to my knowledge. This was wool. It was really hard finding comps on this. I believe I actually found more comps on Poshmark than on eBay, so I had to resort to Poshmark for my comps. Usually I'm comping from eBay. So just kind of had to make up my own price. I had this listed for, I think, about $35 on both platforms. Someone sent me an offer for $30, which I accepted. I originally paid $2.99 for this. Okay, and here is the rare sale and the one that brought up my Poshmark earnings. So this is a sweater by Coogee. Let me show you the tag. Most of you probably know this brand, but if you're new to reselling, you might not. So this is Coogee Australia. It was with 100% mercerized cotton, so not wool or anything. I think one of the reasons it was special was because it was a 3X, so not everything in this brand sells quickly or even for a lot, so I don't want you to think that just because the sweater sold for $300 that everything by them is going to sell for a lot. That's just not the case. This is more rare because it is a multicolor 3D pattern, and this is like their classic look for Coogee and the ones that are most desirable. This sweater was a little bit more unique because it had a collar on it, and usually the sweaters that I see are just like crew necks, so I think that's why this one sold so quickly. I had this priced at $350 on both platforms, I believe, and I accepted an offer from a buyer for $300. I thought that was more than fair. I have already received my earnings from this, so nothing scammy going on. I thought that this was an awesome sale, and I only paid $2 at a thrift store. You know, sometimes you just get lucky and the thrift stores don't know about these like holy grail items. So as you are searching through the sweaters, if you come across a multicolored Coogee sweater like this, definitely pick it up. Okay guys, so those are all of my sales from last week. Just to wrap up, those sales were between eBay, Poshmark, and that one sale I had on Mercari. This gave me a gross sales total of $1,506.52, and my total cost of goods for every item I showed you today was $161.46. Right guys, those were my sales for last week. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Drop a comment, let me know if you have any video ideas or some questions that you have that might help you. I'd be happy to make a video about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys in the next video.